There's a great quote by Benjamin Franklin. Without continual growth and progress, such words as improvement, achievement, and success have no meaning. Hey everyone, it's Tane Aldo here, also known as Ta. Welcome back to the third and final part of my mini-series podcasting journey. In this final episode, I'll recap my experiences from getting started to going behind the scenes and reflect on the areas where I can improve on as a beginner podcaster. Looking back at episode 1, it was all about taking the plunge to just start my podcast with the inexpensive equipment that I had to start with and to experience the whole process of it all. Followed up with episode 2. It was about insights behind the scenes where creative adjustments had to be made due to unforeseen circumstances that presented some minor challenges, but was able to overcome them. And finally, with this episode, to reflect on the lessons learned and the areas that I can work towards improving on my podcasting journey. So the key lessons for me that I learned were I clearly wasn't prepared as much as I thought I was. But I clearly wouldn't know what areas to improve on if I didn't also start this podcast, which has now presented me with a list of areas to definitely work towards and improve on. And I'm fine with that. Doing some more research again to look at some of the areas that can help me to improve my podcast. 1, equipment. I definitely need to work towards investing in some decent equipment. And for starters, a decent mic will do for now because, I'd like to see what that's going to turn out to be like too as well. With the audio system and how it sounds, how much more it'll sound. So I'm really looking forward to, I've already placed an order, so I should be expecting that in the next couple of days, but it'll help me to at least work on some of these areas that I can improve on. 2, preparations for my script. Working towards knowing my script, even though I don't have such things like a teleprompter. For now, I'm fine with that. I just want to try and know most of my material because it feels more personal for me, I suppose, to really share the information that I've done research on and how I'd like to help others who are possibly starting from scratch like I am. So these are just a couple of things that I can point out. There's also my vocal variety, trying to maintain consistency, also with the tonality of my speech or what I'm talking about, what I'm trying to share, the message I'm trying to relay. And hopefully, as time goes by and each podcast that I get through, I'll be able to see the differences in the growth and the changes or transformation, in other words, throughout my journey. I kind of look forward to it. It's been a hell of a couple of episodes into it to really experience what I lack, what I can improve on, what lessons I learned. But also, the reason for me wanting to do something like this, a podcast, is there are other things that I would like to talk more about that I feel passionate about. But I have to start somewhere. Obviously, starting from the basics, that's what it's all about for me right now. Learning about the basics and improving each step of the way as I grow through my journey in podcasting, which is also something that on my channel it's all about: learn, grow, teach, repeat. What I get to learn, I get to grow from the process of it all, and hopefully get to teach others, and therefore repeat the same outcome of what I'm trying to do out there, or what I'm trying to present within my podcast. So, hey, look, if you're a new podcaster who's doing their journey, reach out to me, man. Maybe we could possibly collab and kind of hold each other accountable for continuing to go through our journey with our podcast, because there's no doubt we'll have some challenges. Like, for me, for example, trying to do this podcast was, if I'm being honest, it was frustrating. I've been trying to do segments of like bunching the episode, but I kept losing my words, forgetting what to say. So this is just one take where there was messing up, and that I'd rather that than trying to go over and over and over again and realizing that I just didn't feel as good as I just let it rip and just have a go at it. And it feels much better because it's raw, it's real, and it's really understanding how it all works, how it feels. And I hope to definitely grow through the process of it all. So, hey, look, thanks for tuning in. If you did enjoy this final podcast for my mini series, I'd appreciate it if you subscribed and hit that like button. And if you didn't like the podcast as well, please leave a comment so I know what to improve on. You know, if this sucked, then I'd appreciate you being straight up and honest with me and telling me, hey man, either you gotta stop doing this. I don't care what it is. I'd appreciate knowing the truth in order to get through it all and understand, yeah, this is what it's like. You know, if life was easy, we'd all be doing a podcast. So please don't be shy to be honest, be brutally honest if you need to, and just let me know. I'd really like to, like I said, I'd really like to grow from what I go through. And if it means some of the hard words drop down on me, then so be it. But at least give me an opportunity to learn from it and move on. And what I get to learn, I get to grow from, and also then get to teach others from the mistakes and the lessons that I learned. So appreciate you sticking around, and tune in to next week's episode, where I start breaking down the areas that I need to improve on, one podcast at a time. So until then, spread love and kindness wherever you are around the world. Peace out.